park that Big Mac truck right in the center garage. Make it cream, make me
Yo, that train just killed me. Just there, I didn't realize the train was in
I
there.
don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, fight your dip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. While you really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your...
Oh my God.
Bars.
Yeah, she killed that one. You know what's funny? Like when this song first came on, people were talking about like this is too explicit. Like why are women doing this? And like I like in the back of my head, I was like, wait a minute. And then I like went back. It's like oldie songs, and like yo, girls were giving it up in the '90s.
Yeah, no, the Lil Kim era. Was nuts.
Lil Kim was giving it up, man. So I don't want to hear from the older generations like yo, nah.
Nah. I don't think the song content, like the actual content, like the explicitness, is bad.
Yeah.
For me, it was just the message. To me, it was the message of when she says like, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring."
Mm-hmm.
To me, I was like, "Yo, come on, man! Like you're setting a new standard for all females." You know what I mean? And that's why this topic exists today. That's why this topic that we're gonna talk about today exists. You know what I mean? So welcome back, yo. This is Sweeterman podcast, episode 45.
Not president, but but episode 45.
It's your boy Nick, aka the anti-hero. To my far right is Will, aka Curve Gotti, aka not Will I Am, but Will I Can.
Damn, that sounds like a Dr. Seuss rhyme just there.
Because he can not respond to your DMs.
Curve.
And then
Talk about it.
Over there, we got JoJo handling the ones and twos and the camera. She's working overtime, trying to make that money for the holidays.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we all doing that, right?
Holidays for the holidays.
Holiday season. Holidays. Holidays. What the fuck? All right. Yeah.
And then of course, yo, we got Code Red.
Reoccurring guest
from episode 44. OnlyFans. You'll check her out.
They love me.
Yep, we needed her back. We got a lot of positive review. Everyone's like, yo, you go, girl. You represent for us.
Yeah.
So
they might not lock me after this.
No. Well, she's on a 10-day. She's on a
10-day contract.
It's next week. I'm getting cut off, guys.
But we brought her back because we really want to talk about the Pick Me Girls. It's a topic we've been honestly been talking about for a couple months now. We've been trying to get this out, but we've had just so many different other episodes.
Yeah, you know, just seeing the landscape, seeing how it is, getting some feedback, you know, getting some ammo, things of that nature, seeing how the streets are right now, considering that it is holiday season, and you know what brings the holiday season.
Everybody, this is the time when the Pick Me Girl thrives. This is when.
This is when like. You could bring them over. You bring the mom and dad. You bring them over to the holidays, to the Thanksgivings, to the Christmas dinners, and possibly the New Year's kiss.
Oh God.
God.
This is the moment that separates a Thanksgiving with your family or another Friendsgiving.
Oh yes. The Friendsgiving is the cop out.
That is the cop out.
Yo, it's lit though. It's pretty lit.
We should do a Friendsgiving.
What's up, all fair?
But I know what you guys are asking, like how I asked, what is a Pick Me Girl? I had no idea what that meant. So, Urban Dictionary, no plug, but says a Pick Me Girl is a girl that goes out of her way to impress boys, right? This is the type of girl that will claim like, yo, I'm not like these other girls. You know, I'm different. I'm a different type of breed. You know, like
different type of breed.
Different type of breed.
Yeah.
We're all different. Come on.
Not different, but I'm saying in the mindset.
I guess just showcasing her skills without like you have it, like, you know, you've seen those fucking those like story pics, like ooh, like chef in the kitchen, you know, chefing, and the final plate is like on like a plastic plate.
Like Kraft mac and cheese.
Kraft mac and cheese, like yo, killing it. Just put like some adobo on that bitch.
Yeah, but that's essentially what it is. Is it's showcasing like what I think of like old school morals, old school things of like cooking and cleaning and being able to provide for your man. Like that's really what the showcase of a Pick Me Girl is, right? Like that's why you said like cooking and cleaning and showing. Look how far I made this seasoned chicken. You know,
the seasoned double egg.
You know what I mean? Double egg, like whatever.
This box brownie mix.
This box, I've seen that quite a few times.
Bitch, I made homemade cookies
Bitch,
last time I was
yeah,
here.
word. I see the Pillsbury box. I see the Pillsbury backs behind you.
No.
Don't do
But
that.
no, but that's important though.
Stovetop.
But the thing is, it's the showcasing of like being able to cook, showing that because I feel like in this era that we live in, like let's keep it a bean. Like most girls can't cook, don't want to cook, and if they do cook, it's like more of a leisure than an actual like day to day. I won't say a chore, but like a necessity. You know what I mean? Like
Food is necessity.
like when like from my culture, like my mom was like it was she had to cook. It was expected to cook. It was every time, my dad came home from work, food was on the table for the kids, food was on the table. Like it was a thing that you had to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I look at this pick me girl thing, it's showing that like it's kind of like an instillment in like, this girl can cook, provide for her man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it's true though. I mean, it does stem from a like an older generation. Like I said, like my I think my mom was talking about like I was like talking to my mom real quick, and I was like, hey, like how like how was your dating life when you were like my age or younger or whatever? She was like, yo, to be honest with you, a lot easier. It's because like obviously it was like basically that technology, you like connect with anybody.
Yeah.
But there's like 10-mile radius. you just knew the guy from the block type shit, you know what I mean? And then like, to wow them or whatever, it's not like what your ass pic looks like. It's like, oh, come by, let me make you something, let me cook you something, let me show you my house, or let me show you how I live type shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, like off the first glance, like, oh damn, like it was more like
it's showing them that consistent like behavior versus like, yo, look at all these fly ass pics I got.
Yeah.
I feel that. I definitely
Or
feel that.
we'll talk about it later, but I was gonna say, or the the false advertisement.
We'll talk about
We'll talk about
we'll
that
definitely
later.
talk about that. So like there's like this reputation of like they're kind of like the like known as like the simp of girls, right? Like we've talked about simp in a previous
hate that
episode.
word.
And a lot of people do, right? A lot of people hate that term.
Omega low.
Simp. So I'm not like I know we've got jokes off about pick me girls and stuff like that, but this is based off of like just going on Twitter. Like if you type in hashtag pick me girls, it's just a bunch of other females dissing pick me girls. Like don't be a pick me girl, and there's like a lot of hate towards it, you know. And looking through it, a lot of it was saying like it's internalized misogyny. Like it's a something that like since your parents taught you cook clean for your man, cook clean for your man, so it's like a misogynistic way of like, yo, take care of his ass.
It's true.
Versus like being independent on your own.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of your ideals are kind of like almost taught to you sometimes, like whether it's from like peers or family or stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, you're right. Like these ideals that we are instilled in, what we value are ones that we've seen. And seen like with our fair eyes.
Yeah.
Like, how else would I feel this way if I haven't seen how it is? You know what I mean?
Well, I only cook and clean for myself. If there's a man involved, like great, I'll cook and clean for him too. But at my house, I literally meal prep every night and clean my apartment every day.
But but at that point, it's like now you're dating this guy and you really care about him. Like, are you gonna be able to consistently show him, hey, I'm cooking for you, I'm cleaning for you, I'm cooking you meals that you like. When you work the long day at work, food's on the table. Like when people were like riding on pick me girls, and I looked into pick me girls, I was like, I want to pick a pick me girl.
I want to pick her.
I want to pick the pick me girl.
And that's why girls hate her.
Yeah, and they hate that. And they're like, yo, because what it's perceived as is you're doing too much to get a man.
Oh, I see.
You're doing the most. Yeah, like you're doing way too much for you to like be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and look, and this
or
might
just jealous.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of both. I mean, it could be a little
jealousy. And like I kind of look at it as this, like, when you see a girl and she be dating a guy for like 7 years, and he don't ever like take the next step with her, like marry her. But then you'll find a relationship where a girl gets with a guy and it's like a couple months, maybe 6 months, 8 months, they get married.
Oh, they getting married. They got engaged.
Is that because she's cooking and cleaning for him?
No.
Maybe.
But
we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay. So like, pick me girl isn't just like cooking and cleaning.
It's not.
Solely. It's just that's just like kind of like the.
Well, I know what you mean, like catering.
Yeah, or I'll give you another example. Let's say like maybe a girl likes a jock guy or like a very big fitness dude, so she'll just get into fitness. Like she's like posting herself every day at the gym, like showing what type of person she wants. What do I want? Okay, I want like a buff dude, 6-pack, big as fuck. Where you get that usually? The gym. So what I'm gonna go? The gym.
I think-
and I'm gonna
But
do.
wouldn't that be a yes girl?
We'll talk about it.
Nah,
But
a yes
it's no,
girl.
it's
Nah.
it's no. Like what he's saying is a pick me girl will mold into whatever she assumes what a guy would want.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, or like
Gotcha.
or like if she wants like a nerd ass dude, she'll just go into
see.
like
Exactly.
cosplay, or she'll go into
And then
things
she'll
like that.
do too much to get that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I read all the comics.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
yeah,
Got it.
exactly. Like more knowledge than like maybe you know. You're like, oh, I didn't even know like that.
Exactly.
Like,
But see,
what the
but my
fuck?
thing is that's smart, and that's a way that if you're looking in the long term things, like that's how you're gonna keep your man, take your man.
It.
So back to what I was saying, like a lot of girls will see that girl date that guy for 8 months, get married because the guy proposed because he's like, yo, this is it. Somehow within those 8 months, he figured out, yo, this is the one I want to be with.
Yeah, somehow, some
But
way.
then you go back to that girl that's been dating the same guy for 7 years and he won't even ask her a question. She gets mad at her man and she goes, why the fuck haven't you proposed to me? But really, you need to go and ask that girl, what did you do to get that man to propose to you so fast?
Yeah.
And I think that's the disconnect, and that's where the hate is.
It is, and that's. I feel like that's another topic entirely of itself.
That's a whole other thing. And we're
not getting into that.
But my point, it's the essence of
Sure.
what a pick me girl is,
Yeah.
and how we choose. Like, to me personally, my take is a pick me girl is setting the bar higher that most girls don't want to
Work
towards to keep
Yeah.
a man. They want this like, no, I look good, that's enough.
Yeah.
You gotta pay, do everything,
Yeah.
and like hold that.
Which is sad.
And you know, and let's keep it a bean though. It's not because it's like it's molded to them. Like maybe they're just so used to not having to do a lot to get something.
Yeah.
So like when the push comes to shove, maybe I don't know if it takes a person or a few people or something. Like
that can come with like pretty girl syndrome.
it comes with pretty girl syndrome. Yeah,
you know,
that's
pretty
true.
girl syndrome.
It's a real thing.
To do with it, and it does. I mean, it's because sometimes, like we've talked in the last episode, like omega, males, and kind of like I wouldn't say the simp males, and I don't think simp's like technically a bad thing. We can talk about later, but it's those type of guys that would just go, yo, she's beautiful. I'm gonna give her everything. That ideology has kind of like fallen to our culture. That like most girls just like kind of have that bar now.
Yeah.
Or like their shit don't stink.
Yeah, their shit don't stink. Yo, if you don't want me, another dude will.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's completely true.
Yeah, and it happens more than not. It
I'm
happens more
living
than
that
not.
life right now. Okay, I'll just move on to the next
Yeah,
guy. So
I
what's
mean,
your problem?
pretty
Exactly,
much.
but then I mean, and it's all fun and games right now. But then you have to keep going through that like level of bullshit. Like, why won't a guy like stay?
Yeah.
And that's
ask yourself that question.
Yeah, like I feel like the end game for a girl, and not all the time. Shout out to independent women out there, but
Absolutely.
But most girls that want a full committed relationship, that's like the end goal is to find one man that's gonna stay with you and like want to be with you, choose you out of this realm, especially like the norm of guys wanting to just like fuck every girl
Get in
out.
there, get out there, get out.
So what made you so special? He wanted to stay.
That's disgusting. I would never want to be with one person for my whole life.
And that's why she's here.
That's why, yeah. But what's funny? That's funny, right? My favorite pick me girl move is like when they're like, oh, it's like I wish I had a man that I could just like really spoil.
Oh God.
Yo, trust. Okay, let me break it down to you real quick. Okay, so let me break it down to you quick. So what I've been seeing in my independent research is is that like girls who say, I want a man so I can spoil him, blah, blah. That's what's up. So when a guy comes up and like, hey mom, like let me give you like let me introduce, let's talk, let's hang out, all that stuff. Then like the spoiling doesn't really show spoiling. It's kind of like I think you just did like a huge like gaslight, and that now I'm here, and now your job is done.
Yeah. So you're saying like they just hit that, like it's like you're saying they post like all this like, yo, I want a man to spoil once they get that man.
Or my favorite is like like they want to try to get their freaky ass bag, like when they like post like freaky ass shit, like oh like I want to like swallow him up and type all this shit, and then when you get there, nothing. It's just like cold. The all tall girl, yo, like the one, like those like those like memes that like like the guys like holding the girl like this to watch TV, and then like they have bubbles like, oh, it's a really good show, and the girl's like, I just want to suck him right now.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
and then when the time comes, it's like we're both watching TV just for chilling.
I get what is that? I get like accused of being that girl. Like I'm the all talk girl.
Really?
I'm like, okay, so you're never getting it now because you want to fucking blame me for being all talk. You're never getting
Yeah,
shit.
I feel like but that is very like just let that happen. Like don't even bring it up. Just be like.
But that's true because I think and we might as well just jump right into like the false advertisement, right? Because I feel like Will's been scratching.
Shut up.
Will's been scratching the
beginning.
Scratching
the door. Scratching the door.
Like, no, but like
girls.
No, never
like,
that.
It is true though. Girls will talk all this game to like entice a guy. I've been in a situation where the girl kept bringing up threesomes. Like she was like, yeah, but it was like it was a way.
Hold on. Threesomes are way harder than you think.
No, it is harder.
I'm talking just like my younger days. So like when you're a young guy, you're like, oh, threesome, that's lit. I want to get that on my chest.
But you never even had the first girl yet.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. No, like you've never even had her.
So it's like, don't tell me I need you and her if I never had you.
But she's feeding your ego to like, yo, this can happen. So
but
then
she's not even bi.
Yeah, but yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
she just saw like a porno recently. She inspired. Yeah,
but she does that to make you go, oh, she's down.
She's a freak.
So then you get with her, and then later on, a couple months go by, a year goes by, you go, yo, remember that time you talked about a threesome? You better not try to fuck nobody but me.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it just turns into like,
wait a minute.
Like I never said that.
No, because then you'll be like, yo, remember that time? She's like, oh, so you still want that? I'm not enough, and you're like,
oh,
I'm not enough.
enough.
That's a great line.
That is probably the line of the century.
I'm not enough.
I'm not enough. Am I not enough for you?
But that's what happens. That's the false advertisement.
Well, I get that too. Males coming at me like, "Why are you like polygamous?" I'm like, he's like, "Why is no one ever good enough to satisfy you?" I'm like, "It's not that. I just want multiple people."
Yeah, it's a preference.
I don't want one person.
Yeah, it's just a preference.
But at least you're open and honest about it. And my thing is consistency. As long as you're consistent about it. But I feel like, and this isn't a stab at pick-me girls. It's girls that will claim to be pick-me girls to get the guy,
and then don't fall through.
They don't stay consistent.
Yo, for real, it happens the most.
But also, there is that little controversy of getting comfortable. So once
what's comfortable?
And then she's like, okay, I don't have to try as hard because that was me.
It's true.
I was in a year-long relationship and it just ended, and I got comfortable and I stopped blowing him. I stopped having sex and I stopped doing this.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he wasn't challenging me enough. Like I wasn't ever. Like I never thought I had to fight for the relationship. I was like, oh, I knew he's never leaving my ass, so I'm just gonna get.
Well, I get that, but it's like a sense of. I understand there's like the sense of comfort, but there should still be like if you're instilled that you want to keep the house clean or you want to cook for him, like, and I get it, there has to be a balance. If he stops appreciating, going, yo, babe, thanks for the meals, or like, yo, babe, I love when I come home to a clean house, and he stops giving you those reinforcements
or reassurance.
Yeah, or reassurance towards it. Then I could see that. Because guys, it's not always girls' fault. It's a guy's fault too. Like, we start taking that for granted.
And taking it for granted, I think, falls more for the guy than it does for the girl.
Yeah.
I think guys are quicker to take things for granted than women are, personally.
And I think guys are so simple-minded. They're like, "Oh my God, she cooked for me every day."
Yeah.
Please, let me wipe her.
Like instant reward. Oh, we're good. You know what I mean?
But we might I guess sometimes it gets to a point of assumption, right? We come home,
sure.
Now we assume they better have food ready, and then now for them, they might feel a type of way, like, yo, like, you used to come in, like, thank me for it, offer to wash the dishes when I could, but now you eat and just skedaddle.
Yeah, you eat and go to your room.
You go to your room now. You run back to the PlayStation.
You run to the PlayStation all the time.
So I totally get that. So I guess, I need to know. The people want to know. Willy Billy.
That's weird.
Would you want a pick-me girl?
Yeah. My personal, of course, like, obviously there's many pick-me girls and many pick-me girls they show different qualities. Obviously, I would pick the one that I see more quality with,
In terms of like a girl that when you come home will like cook for you.
I mean, no. I mean, I wouldn't cherish that more than more like, like her, like not, she's very knowledgeable about things. Like, can she hold conversation? If I were to be sporadic and talk about something, or I'm sporadic, I want to do something, be adventurous, and they're like out here doing all these types of shit, and I like doing it. Then if that's like I'll gravitate towards that. Like,
so I know, but I'm saying, so you want a girl that's gonna give you what you need. I'm not just saying like pick me as a cook and clean, but like emotionally.
Yeah, like emotionally.
Like she will cater to that.
Yeah.
As far as if you need an ear to like lean on for her to
listen
to. She'll drop everything and listen to your day.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I'm hyped, like, this new like album coming out. I'm like, shit, word, me too. And then it's like, go from there.
Interesting. So Cody.
Yo, why you look like that?
But Cody, on the flip side then, would you be willing to be a pick-me girl for a guy?
Hell no.
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 The way you said it was bad stirred. No.
No?
That's fine.
I mean, I could cook because my parents were chefs. I know how to cook. And I can clean. My apartment's very clean. Mm-hmm. I just can't cater to a man for free.
But no, but it's not for free though. He's providing you financially. He's providing you.
I have to talk to him.
Yeah.
I have to see him.
Yes.
I have to pleasure him.
Yes.
Ugh.
It
sounds like
it sounds like,
you know what I'm saying?
It does sound very horrible, but I mean,
I want like a moment like within an hour of seeing someone. I can't see someone for months or years like that. That just
is weird to you.
That's weird. Crazy. That's not interesting to me at all.
So you don't want to ever like be in a long-term relationship? No.
Okay.
So I'm probably the wrong girl
to ask. Okay.
But I'm giving my insight because like, I could care less what a man.
But then how do you feel? How do you feel about girls that are willing to, kind of stick to these like old idealism of like, catering to the man, that old school like.
Well, can I get deep on here?
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
I would say I'm very envious of them because I think that it's the norm to get married and have kids, but I can never feel like I will be that person. Mm-hmm. So I always get scared where I'm gonna like end up alone in the future with 80 dogs.
Shit.
And I'm not gonna reproduce.
101 Dalmatians.
And I think that,
right?
but you know what I think is that's the fear. I think a lot of girls, obviously like when you 19 to maybe 24, 25, it's kind of like the playtime, right? The hot girl summer.
The playtime.
I wouldn't say so. There's tons of girls that are married right now.
No, I'm saying at this time that's usually the norm. It's like where you kind of figure out what you want out of a man, and you date around. You go through the quote unquote the whole phase of like kind of dating guys and figuring out what you want, because guys do the same thing.
Right.
But now my thing is once you start hitting that maternal clock, which we've talked about before, there's like the pressures for females. Around I think 26 to like 30 is like when girls are like, all right, it's time for me to lock up because like I'm gonna start falling out of my prime. I need to be with a man long term that's gonna take care of me.
Yeah, and not all females think like that. Obviously not, but like that's something that like I've experienced, I've seen, I've heard, I've consoled.
But I mean, look. I mean, just even Cody's a perfect example. She has no desire of being in a monogamous relationship, but she still says she feels envious because in your mind you still have to feel like, damn,
right?
Like I'm missing out on something.
I'm missing.
What's so good about it? Like, why can't I feel that way?
Yeah, like why can it's something you're missing, right?
Yeah, it's like why can't I be with one person and then I'm like with
one person? And the funny thing, what someone will tell you? Someone's gonna tell you like you haven't found them yet.
Yep.
Oh, I found a lot of people.
Exactly. Yeah. You see, and that's a funny misconception. But I
found a lot of honeys.
Yeah, and that's what's up. But I would say like people say that, and you just debunked it.
But there hasn't been one guy that you said, you know what, let me do this. But also.
Yeah, I mean, there's been
Okay, but answer this though. Do you think you can keep a guy off just looks and just physical like
attributes,
pleasures, like? Just sex and no access service, nothing like material.
Say that to the hundreds of guys in my Snapchats.
But answer this though. On the flip, how many of those guys are actually gonna stay?
There's been a few that's been staying for years, but
like I'm saying, like in a committed, like real thing. Like that's what I'm trying to talk about. Is like. You can offer them.
Can you date someone for their body and beauty? Is that what you're saying?
You can for you. No, I believe there are beautiful women out there with nice bodies, nice faces that guys will keep for years. But I'm saying long term,
Probably not.
probably not.
Because the beauty in the body fades away.
Yeah.
Fades away after like 35, 36?
Shit. Hey, I mean, some people look pretty good after that, but
Exactly. But we talked about it on the Guru pod, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like, Guru said, shout out to Guru,
Sure.
is, if you ask a girl, like, if she's only offering her body, and like as guys we have to offer, financial security, provide for children if we have children,
Yep.
stay
Stay faithful.
so many different factors, and if all you're offering is your body, then
It's
would
pretty
you
sad.
it's sad, right?
And it happens more
but
than
at
not.
some point, if your body starts to fade, which naturally it does with time, am
Yeah.
I as a guy able to hold you to that standard of, yo, you need to keep that body up because that's what you gave me, you provided. I have to stay consistent
Hey,
for the next.
keep
Can
it.
you actually imagine? Like,
No, but you
These
can't.
are
dynamic?
But you can't.
Yeah, I
no,
know.
but the thing is,
I know.
you can't do that.
You can't
though.
do that.
You can't
You're
do
not supposed to do that.
As a guy, when you start providing, you have to keep that for the next
Yeah,
20,
for
30
next
years.
until you die.
Until you die. But if you go to your girl and go, yo, all you offered me when I got with you was your
ass.
fat ass,
Yeah.
and now that's gone. If you tell her that, she's gonna be like, yo, fuck you, one.
Fuck you misogynistic
dude.
motherfucking piece of shit. I can't believe I married you for 10 years. I can't believe you done this to me. I can't believe you can say that to me.
That's all insecurity, because she knows, like, that's all she was used for the whole time.
But it's not used for, it's what was offered.
It was all, no, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, she knows, and she had a low self-esteem, and then you acknowledged it. That's what girls, like, wrath at guys is when guys actually acknowledge their self-esteem issues, and that's when they lash out.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And that's why I feel like as you get older as a guy, you don't put so much value into looks as much.
Yeah.
Because I used to be young. I thought, man, I'm just going to get the finest girl in the world. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, but as you get older, you start going, yo, like.
Pussy's pussy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, right. Where this guy.
Essentially.
He's like, wait, instead of me doing all this time and putting all this work and putting all this money into one girl that possibly might want me, pussy's pussy, bro. Fuck it.
They're like, you
Pussy's
just go to the next girl. Like, okay,
but at that time though,
but she's absolutely right though, because once you get older, like you can separate that. Like pussy doesn't drive you,
Yeah, or
when you
it's the hot girls that don't drive you anymore. It's the fact that pussy is like, okay, whatever girl's willing to throw themselves at me, I'm taking it.
Exactly. I know, I agree with that. Like, so that's why sex is like, at some point, it's like whatever. Like you can.
Yeah.
You want other qualities because at some point you're not gonna have sex. Like you said, you get comfortable. You didn't want to your man no more.
Every day turns once a week.
It turns into once a week. It turns to once a month. And turns to his birthdays. All right.
And then that's when the guy will now cheat on the girl with the girls that are not pick-me girls.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not the girl that's a pick-me girl.
Yeah.
He's wifing up the girl with the body that don't want to do all these things.
Yeah.
But the girl
because they get guys too. 100%.
But see, the thing is, a guy, I feel like, this is just me personally, like a guy, it's not just a physical, because you can have a girl that has sex with you every day and you still cheat on her.
Facts.
But if you have a girl that's taking care of you emotionally, like, taking care of the home, cooking, feeding you, like listening to your problems, your inner demons. That's the type of girl that, like, you're gonna think twice.
It's a lot of time.
You're gonna think twice before cheating on her. That's a fact. That's a bar. Joe Budden even said, if you take care of me, I'll take care of us.
Okay, so first of all, you're saying if all this happened with you, like emotional attachment, the communication, blah blah blah, yada yada, yuck yuck yuck.
Yes.
But if she can't suck your dick right, you're staying?
I'm gonna make that compromise for sure. I'm gonna make that compromise. Don't look at me like that. Yes, I would. In the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
If she can't,
I don't want to say anything.
Get out of here.
I don't want to say anything.
No. If I have, so you're telling me, if I have to choose between a girl that gives me firehead, but when I'm like really going through stuff, I can't communicate with her, or a girl that's subpar to that, but like, I could be myself with her. I don't have to ever hold a front or hold a certain stand. I could be truly me. Yeah, 1,000. Because I'll be in love with her so much that,
sex isn't
just it. And I think that's just an older mentality.
So sex wouldn't hold you?
Yeah, sex can't hold me.
Okay.
Maybe when I was younger, it used to hold me.
Okay.
Oh, so you never cheated before?
We'll talk about that another time. No, but that's what
hello. We gotta wrap this up. We need to wrap this up.
We'll do that another episode, but that's just them not giving you the, that that emotional investment that I needed.
No.
Because for me, no, I guess to answer your question, yeah, I've had girls that without a doubt would give me what I needed at any given time. But to me, sometimes that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But then I've had girls that gave me that emotional connection where cheating wasn't even on my mind.
Right.
Because they challenged me, like you said, challenged me on an emotional level.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, values change as you get older. I mean, it's what you value. It's not, if you don't value something more than you used to, then obviously you change with the times. And, what you once were is not who you are today.
Oh my gosh. What is this man talking
What?
about?
I see what he's saying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I was just,
You gotta think
I was trying to put my guy up. You just accused him of something.
I mean, he's right. I mean, when you're younger, you don't value these things because you don't think about these things. You don't have time to compare because as you start to date, you go, all right, this girl gave me a lot of sex the way I wanted it, dope.
Yeah.
But there's something missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you start to value, well, is sex that important in a relationship? And as you get older, it isn't because I don't think people in their 60s are like fucking all the time.
Hell
they
no.
might be, but I don't want to see it.
Yeah, they need a friend.
But like they have a friend. It's a
friend.
friend. It's a companionship. It's someone that you could be with on your day to day.
Yeah.
Because eventually your dick ain't gonna work no more.
Your money, and sometimes your money don't work.
Your money don't work no more. So what are you guys offering each other?
Well, being together till they die.
Exactly. At that point.
It's too late to be on Tinder.
Well, I guess I'm here now.
I guess this is what we're doing.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Can't go back on the old swiperoo.
Right.
When we've talked about, pick me girls, and I want to kind of talk about their counterpart, right? So when we think about, pick me girls is kind of like for the man, catering to him, kind of doing him right.
Well, wrong. I was playing.
But I want to talk about their counterpart, which I know, Will, you said, strong, independent woman. I say feminist, which isn't a bad thing. Definitely there's strong women that are able to be independent. And I still think pygmy girls are independent from their men, right? They don't fall into the men. But for this sake, I want to talk about like feminists on keeping a man, right? Essentially. I'm trying to say this without like rubbing anyone the wrong way.
Okay.
Right? I don't mean it in an offensive way because I believe in like, feminist movement.
Oh, absolutely.
And, like, like strong women in that sense.
Advocate.
But
they are polar opposites.
But they are very polar opposites, and I guess like how do you guys feel about like feminists when it comes in terms of like wanting a man, but not able to, I guess, how do I say this? Catering to their needs, but while remaining independent. Does that make sense? Like
I would say it's more of a challenge.
I think it is because I feel like I've dated girls with, when I was younger that had like the feminist mindset where they wanted to be independent but in a relationship at the same time. And I never grasped that concept because, they wanted, like their stance, their ideas, but there's still sometimes an expectation of like the chivalry of a man. It makes it so it kind of contradicts like a true feminist to me.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like
they're picking times.
They pick when.
They pick when I want. Yeah.
But then they'll pick times that you're the man. Be the fucking man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think to be a feminist, you have to be a feminist.
You gotta die on that.
And we might have brought this up a few times, but like paying the bill, right? And this is we just use this because it's a very general topic to talk about. Like, if you feminist, then splitting the bill should never be an issue, right? It should never be an issue. Paying
I got this.
Taking turns or whatever. But if you want to, like, for me, if you're a pick me girl, like if you fall in the category of pick me girl and you take care of me at home and you treat me right, I will pay the bill every single time.
Without no question.
No question, you take care of me, girl, when we go out on me. But if you're independent and you go, we live together, I'm gonna wash the dishes, you do this, and we start delegating tasks, then
the bill is delegated. The bill is
delegate that bill too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I agree with it. I mean, shit, isn't that like just a fair assessment to say?
That's just true. But I think that's pure equality, which I think people are equality, and I do believe in pure equality.
Absolutely.
But we are also, I think, girls raised in a society to believe that men should pay for everything. And that, it's chivalry, as you say.
Okay, but then we're also in a society where we believe that, the woman is the provider of the home in terms of keeping it clean, the fridge is stocked
So, we're
up.
just, going back to the part of, a feminist chooses,
when.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about that? Would you consider yourself a feminist?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to pay for shit.
So you're not a feminist, but at the same time, you're not a pick-me girl. Because you don't want to cater to men.
No, yeah, I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle?
Say.
Okay, I mean, there's always gray areas.
Alien species.
I'm my own species.
I want to be a housewife. I'll say that. I definitely would love to be a housewife, but the husband cannot live there.
So they have to get 2 houses, and they have to live in the smaller one.
He's in the smaller one.
He's in the smaller one, and you're in the bigger one. Gotcha.
I think that's kind of the ideology where you want to be your own independent woman, but you want him to take care of everything. You see what I'm saying?
No. I'm not independent when I'm being sponsored.
You're being sponsored, but then
I'm dependent on him, but I live by myself. Because he's providing everything.
I see what you're saying.
That's being independent. That's okay, but you're living. I know, but that's like the double standard, which I know y'all said don't say the word. But
don't say the word.
That's the double standard. That's the double standard of I want everything he's gonna give me, but I ain't giving him shit.
Oh, I'll give him a good double hand sloppy slurpy suckety suck.
Yeah, but how often? How frequent? On his terms? No, but you know what? When that money comes, it's on your terms. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't go both ways.
Yeah, I get it. I know.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why I'm not married.
At least you accept it, though.
At least you accept it, though.
But see, the thing is, though, Cody, is like,
yeah, that's funny.
You understand that, but there are girls that are scratching their head that are going, why aren't they wifing me up?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing wrong? But the guy's thinking like, damn, all she ever does is take. Like, when's she gonna give me mine? And it doesn't have to be, anything physical, but emotional.
No, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? There has to be a sense of time or some kind of effort back that we're not getting.
Some sense of stability.
Facts.
Yeah, I can't get that.
Something that is considered in like the wifey qualities, and that's why I'm a full advocate for pick-me girls. I think pick-me girls are the advocate of they have the wifey gene. There's a genetic in their body that gives them that wifey material. Now every girl has that, just like every guy doesn't have that hubby material.
Yeah, not every guy's a boyfriend material.
Or boyfriend material. He's not. Some guys aren't boyfriend materials. They're just like a one-time thing material.
Yeah, like, oh, he's fun.
He's fun.
Yeah,
you got the fun guys.
Get the cool guys.
Small dick guys.
Small dick guys.
Those are the what? Long-term ones?
No.
Is that the long term for you?
That's a short term. That's a 1 hour and kick you out term.
Is that is that your long term?
That's a ghost the next day.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's like your long-term investment.
Exactly.
Got you. But
depending on the dick size, depends on how long he stays.
Wow.
We're on the hot seat now.
Yeah,
but this is also Miss Plantain. You know what I mean?
Miss Plantain.
I know. We got the 8 and above up in here in my house. Okay.
There we go.
Anything smaller gets ghosted.
That's wild. That's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure to anybody.
So I think the last topic I do want to talk about is, when people talk about a pick-me girl, is that a yes girl? That's a very interesting topic. People are asking, what are you talking about? What's a yes girl? Now, a yes girl is a girl that will say yes to her man. Anything he says.
Like, talking about like, yo, like I want to just do like the most whack ass shit of all time. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, even though it's like everything you fucking hate.
Yeah, like I knew. We had a friend, and he dated a girl that was.
No.
we had a friend. And, yes, we did, and and he dated a girl that was a yes girl. And what would happen is like, when you go out and everyone's having a good time.
Oh, amazing time.
It's amazing time. We're all chilling, and then boom, night strikes. 10.
Yeah. Night strikes
10 p.m. It's not even the peak of the night.
The night lights just turned on.
They just turned on, and he's turning it off. He's going, hey, me and so-and-so, we're going to leave now. And you can see in her face, she wants
Oh,
to
she
stay.
wanted to stay for sure.
She's like, man, I just started drinking a little bit. I'm
having a good time,
But
conversating.
what she does, she smiles. Okay, yeah, babe, let's go. Let's get out of here. And then they dip. Yes, girl.
Yeah.
We'll do anything, her man. Hey,
another example.
Let's go have fun at the club with all my friends, or let's stay home and you watch me play video games. You know what? We're gonna stay home and play video games, and she's gonna watch me.
She's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, that's
sounds
fine.
pretty good to me."
Yeah, that's a yes.
Yes, girl.
No, thank you.
Is there a difference?
Yes. But yeah, there's a difference between a pick me girl and a yes girl.
Agreed.
No shade to anybody, obviously. Yes girl is a girl who tends to just kind of like mold themselves into their boyfriend, kind of like have like a cloak with them, like kind of like I don't want to impede on his opinion type shit.
Yeah.
Like
that's also the man knowing what he's doing and taking
and
advantage.
agreed, and that's true too. That's true.
He's gotta
okay.
know what he's doing.
And he probably does. He's not gonna admit it.
Yeah, he's never gonna admit it.
Well, no, but he's identified that this girl is able to say yes to everything he says.
Yeah.
And like that's the type of guy that's gonna cheat on the girl.
Sometimes.
He could, yeah, for sure.
It's always a potential.
And that's what my thing is. I
don't think she'd be fine with it. I just think it's like she just gives too much room to have a lot of error like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying yes girl isn't cool with people getting cheated on. I'm just saying she gives a lot of room on uncertainty. Like you have a lot of wiggle room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cause like, oh, hey, babe, I'm actually I know it was like late and it was 11:30, but me and the guys at work, we're just gonna stay over to his house real quick. If you don't mind, I'll be back home later. Okay, well, just make sure you're okay, be safe, text me, call me.
Yeah. No,
yes, girl.
I think yes, girl, you're probably getting cheated on is a lot higher than
it's a higher risk.
I think a pick me girl, though, to me personally, this is my own personal opinion, is for the win. That's the girl that I want to keep. That's the girl that's gonna be there for me emotionally. Not a yes girl is just saying whatever.
Yeah,
to make you happy.
Exactly.
Happy.
Just to give you this.
But she's not happy.
But she might not be happy. But she knows that by keeping you, then she's not alone. I think a yes girl is like a different type of like.
It's a different type.
Low self-esteem.
Very low self-esteem.
Like
afraid to be by themselves.
Afraid to be by themselves.
Afraid to be by themselves is one.
They rather say yes to a guy that's subpar than say no and then be alone. Versus I think a pick me girl is catering to a man, and in return that man will provide them with a future and take care of them in return. Like, yo, my babe cooks for me all the time. Let me take her to a nice dinner. Yeah,
it's just a bigger investment because like what a yes girl is gonna do, instead of like pushing that dial, like how he just said, a yes girl is going to just like whatever the guy wants is just gonna be like that. Whether it's subpar, like if he just wants like just pizza and like just like play or just watch movies and stay in all day, then all she has to do is that he's cool.
And think about it,
and she's not pushing the needle. Because my bad. Because like what if one day like the dude's like, no, I mean I don't want that shit no more. And then like he's like, why haven't you done anything differently? Like why are you not challenging me, or why are you not, maybe putting your opinion, or why are we in this? Why we continue to do this? Like, and it's like, well, that's what you wanted, right?
Well, that also goes to the male wanting a submissive woman. I would say a submissive woman, I would say, is synonymous to a yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why a yes girl is submissive. I don't think a pick me girl is submissive. I don't think so, because I think like, so for example, like we're just talking about going out, right?
Yeah.
Or going out or staying in and play video games. A yes girl doesn't have a choice. A pick me girl does, because for me, if she's taking care of all my needs, I'm not gonna go, oh, we're staying in. I'm gonna go, babe, what do you want to do? Because you taking care of me, I'm content with whatever you want to do. Let's go do what you want to do. I'm gonna ask her. A yes girl, you don't even ask. Our friend never even looked at his girl when it was time to make the decision. He never said, yo, do you want to stay? It was, we're leaving. Yeah.
He'll do like the quick like, you trying to go? And like look at you like, Matt, like, are you trying to go? And then she's like, sure, yeah, like we're going.
We can go.
Yeah, like that stern look, like I don't want to be here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, but that would happen consistently. Versus a guy would genuinely be like, baby, are you having a good time?
Yeah, give the option to stay.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. All right, cool, we'll stay.
I'll say whatever.
And that's the difference between. It's like a level of respect. I think I respect the pick me girl.
Yeah, because she's trying to get picked.
She's trying to get picked, and
I'm here for the picking.
And I'm here for the picking.
And I'm here to pick. I'm here for the picking.
Good Lord.
But on that note, any final thoughts? I just want to say real quick, before I get the final thoughts, thanks for, checking out the Sweeterman podcast again. Like and subscribe. As always, we hit y'all with the content. Don't be afraid to hit us on IG at the Sweeterman podcast. Mm-hmm. You got all our info there. You know what I mean? So that was my hot take. I'm for the pick me girls. I will pick y'all. I
will pick y'all anytime. Yeah, I mean, shit. It was dope. Appreciate it. This song. I think I'm good.
Any final takes on
any final thoughts about anything we said?
No long term, only short term.
All right, Drake. Hey, here.
For a fun time, not a long time,
honeys. Shit. You heard?
Tell me everything gon' be okay. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. You gon' stay. Tell me you love me.
Red and Juice WRLD. Yeah, this song's pretty good. Personally.
My mom was trippy.
Really? Wait, go?
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.